My name is Calligator, and I am going to read you Chapter 9 out of my book, The Black Pill, which every chapter is a true story except for the first one. Chapter 9, Never Again So High. My nose is trash. That's what envy is. You're being envious when you breathe through your nose. Hey, little bro, get dressed now, was all I heard coming out of a deep sleep. Months has passed since the last trip and I had gotten into powder bad. I was up for a week and I slept for 3 days. It was summer, so I didn't have school and the days were running together, and I was walking up in strange places, losing days in maybe a week or two. It was November, so of course it was raining. Within a half an hour I was ready to go. Kissed mother goodbye and I was off to an unsure adventure, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. Where are we going? To hell, just get in the car. The car was a Grand Am and it was turquoise. Kind of girly color, but who was I to judge? It was owned. No payments. I didn't have a car, so I jumped up front and was on my way to Lincoln. There were no drugs in the car until after we got to Phoebe's apartment. Even then we had to go somewhere else. She only had one bowl, so we smoked it. Smoking weed has always reminded me of the Indians. I believe in their belief system. By that I mean that everything has a spirit, even drugs. But you already knew that, or should have. When worms are amongst the mist, it's best to pull out both fists and fight till the end. When scary turns to hairy and hairy must fight, we also love to say that the sun does not look gray. Disappointment has no luck with strings as we curse the wind within. No matter where we go in life, we all try not to sin, and when that lie slips out our mouth, now we can't take it back. Maybe if I help you out, you can escape from being attacked. It matters when you say run or fight. It matters when you don't. Even if I said, stop, my friend, you'd still look down your throat. Get it through your head, you're dead, and you have a second chance. With my heart inside that window, you now have a second glance. We drove throughout the whole town to the other side. As we drove, I kept getting attacked by myself, having this uncontrollable sensation to yawn. As I was yawning, I started to think my yawn has a color. I decided that it was white, like a rabbit. Is that why they say follow the white rabbit? I don't know any other color a rabbit is, but it seems to fit. So I decided to tell my friends the news. Maybe everything is white. Hey, your yawn is white, you know. Like the edge of space, my brother asked. I suppose. It's also like my dream is trying to escape from where dreams are made. Well, what happens if it comes out all the way and doesn't go back in, asked Phoebes. I bet you die then, my brother beat me to the punch. Either way, he was right. So I decided to take a nap, but not before I wondered why we never felt temperature in our dreams and said, I think I'm spiritually disabled. Oh, I doubt that, said my brother. What else can I say? If you do weird drugs, they do weird things in your mind. The key is to keep the weird things inside your head only. I've never been the type to listen to authority, even when someone acts like a pig to make us do what they want. I had almost just reached meditation state right before you fall asleep when the car stopped and Phoebes got out. She came back an hour later and we took off back to my parents' house. She loaded a bowl but said nothing. No one said a word until much later in the night. Hours passed in complete silence. It wasn't long before I felt something besides weed kicking in and Mr. Brownstone came on the radio. I felt like a brown rock had attacked my aura and there was nothing else around. Then my arms felt like scissors cutting paper and I was moving them back and forth in a cross-eyed typed motion to the song. This lasted for like a minute until I felt a splash of water fall in front of me and I was soon crawling out a window at the top of the universe. It looked like diamonds. Everything was crystal clear, and I have never been so high in my life. It was priceless and probably couldn't happen again if I experimented to try to go there again. These crystals lasted for over an hour on the way home. As I went upstairs to my bed, my head was ringing like something a Chinese gong would produce. It didn't hurt. We all got upstairs, and my brother and I laid on the floor, and Phoebes got in the bed. As I was dying, I was going through a black door into my dreams. Completely black and surrounded by oil I was, when suddenly Phoebes got out of nowhere and pressed her foot on my left foot and said, Yellow Mommy's okay. That right there was the most sexual arousal I have ever felt in my life. So that's chapter 9. The rest of the stories are just as trippy. They were actual life experiences of my drug days. And I would one day hope to make this a movie.